match earlier this morning with Purdy and Specs at bright and early Saturday morning, 9 a.m. But the beauty of being live here is I just get back-to-back races. Very exciting, and today we have quite the treat. Also, round of 16, Gem versus TD Celestial 1.
TD1 Celestial.
TD1 Celestial, excuse me. Yes, I am more than excited to be able to watch these two race. Is this Skele's normal sprite, out of curiosity? He's Green Link. I don't know if I've seen Skele like this.
Yeah, I think he normally has
like
sprite.
A Shy Guy, maybe?
Shy Guy sounds right.
Okay.
Maybe he, failed to put it on and just said, whatever.
All right, we have already ruined the 455. I don't really know what TD is thinking here. We did a map check early. Jandy B, of course, on the tracking for us. I think I caught two pendants, Eastern and Hera?
Yeah.
Question mark? Okay.
So do we think that there's bias in the tracking that's going to affect the sanctity of the race?
Surely not, right? Just because Jandy B marks for Skele to have Tempered Sword immediately, unfortunately does not give him Tempered Sword in game, or probably more so that Ice Rod.
Okay.
That's probably going to be our last remaining item that we have to go do.
Oh, that was a nice stop. Okay. Redash from Gem. When you get the bad RNG on that guard, it gets in the way.
Yeah, of course. See, and you see the cost, the heavy penalty of that map check. I mean, it was, not necessarily a short map check to begin with, but we are seconds ahead on Gem's side here in Escape. Don't worry about the fact that we're going to already do a map check later on his side anyway, and we're going to be evened up by them, but point is right now.
That dash never works.
No. He's supposed to hold his sword out, right? And then charge and then dash. I've seen that. I've seen other people do that.
So there's a couple different strats you can do there. They're all super try-hard. But yeah, I think that what would work there is if you pre-slash and then dash, you'll basically clink with the guard before he gets you, maybe. Yeah, I just walk.
You just walk it? Okay, all right. I don't actually know how much time all of this stuff saves.
It's a few frames.
Okay. Oh, a few frames? All right,
yeah.
Okay.
In theory, what I want to do is you can dash to under that first guard and just dash up. It's like the Three Musketeers screen. It works well.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes the guard quick aggroes you, and then you get hit, and you're like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And then you walk it anyway, but from the Shadow Realm.
It is with head held low, yes.
Yeah.
That is important. I got 300, by the way, in Zelda Cell. A little extra cash. Very well primed for potential South Shore stuff. Of course, going to CAC makes things a little bit nicer. I don't know if Skele has any maybe difference or variations in terms of early game routing after Escape. Traditional route has been, of course, go to Lost Woods, Lumberjack, CAC type of thing. I've never seen people maybe if they get a glove. May just go straight up the mountain after Lumberjack or Lost Woods. Yeah. You go to South Shore directly. You've got the cash.
Yeah, there's a couple of options. So you can, the super standard. The thing you're doing, 80% of seeds when you don't have any items is you're just gonna go Lost Woods into CAC. You may or may not scout Lumberjack, but you could also, if you have a glove, you can do Lost Woods up to Lumberjack over to Old Man Rescue, and then delay going to CAC a little bit. Hoping to get a flute or a bottle before you go there.
Yeah, those are definitely the big ones. Flute, you kind of if you get the flute, right, then you're pretty happy going to CAC.
Yeah.
And then the bottle check is free. But then the problem is if you get a later bottle and you have no flute, and you do CAC, and you're just I don't want to run all the way back to CAC.
No, and then you're you're looking at I have glove, but I don't have hammer, and I have lamp and master swords.
Yeah.
It's probably an Agassiz, but then what if it's not? And you got decisions to make, and it'd be nice not to have to make decisions. That's
whole point is to actually just make decisions, and then we try to avoid decisions as much as possible.
Well, yeah, I mean, realistically, decisions are coin flips, right? So you're trying to minimize the number of coin flips you have by doing reliable things first, and going CAC early, you know, you get a bunch of items, which lets you make reliable decisions. You know, maybe you
Yes.
can go clear Crystal Eastern or something like that. Well,
Yeah.
in this case,
It's-
not.
we are not touching Eastern unless it is, even if it was our last location, Light World. 455? Is that what it's, 457? 8?
I wasn't watching.
Okay, all right. Well, it's a very, very nice sub 5 time. Skele, of course, again, with the handicap of the map check that we do in Escape. It's a little painful.
I think it might have been a little more than a map check, considering we've now map checked them both
Yes.
sides, but
And we've map checked a third time on Skele. Trust but verify are sometimes it's one of those important things that if you're really not sure about a crystal or pendant, just better to take the 2 seconds now,
yeah.
as opposed to going in there clearing an unnecessary pendant dungeon and then being very sad and
So-
potentially losing your bracket spots.
Okay, Gem is going to scout Lumberjack here. Another option that they do have, they don't quite have enough money for it, but like if we get, say, 300, we could actually do a water walk out of Lost Woods and
Oh,
go
yeah.
straight over to
Remember
Ice
that?
Rod Cave.
Did
We are bombs. We have,
What was that? Did you catch that?
yeah, it was,
I saw literally 0 pixels of that scout.
it was that.
What is that? I don't know what that is. I hope these guys know.
That might be a slightly different cropping, so it's easier for them to tell.
Okay.
It-
All right.
Not positive. It was unclear.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, okay. If it is gonna be an Agassi, I'm sure they'll go and search for it. We do get the nice hammer though. Early hammer, very appreciated. Honestly, if we have to aim an Aga access, I would take the hammer versus the glove. Just because you get a lot more mobility in access into the different Darkhold entry points.
All right, so we're just off to CAC. We didn't really get anything that lets
Yeah.
us do anything reliable.
Yeah. Yeah, like the hammer is one of our Darkhold access pieces, but all at the same time, yeah, as you said, it doesn't help us, like, give us any direction right now. Like, the hammer doesn't open anything up new. Maybe, though, we could get a potential powder question mark. That would give us instant access to Magic Bats.
Yeah.
Flippers.
Flippers are always funny because, like, they kind of are slower, specifically in this open. Like, water walking is better without the flippers.
True, yeah.
So
Because
if
you have
you're
to avoid the shallow water now, right?
Well, yeah, the shallow water swims you, and then you can't run to Zora, and you're just like, all right, well, why do these items exist to slow me down?
All right. Very, very minor thing. Skele actually picked up the extra pots in the back of Blind's Hut. Maybe hoping to scrounge up enough for Zora money. Gem just kind of went to the left side. I don't think he's even opening up any more pots. He's probably going to figure out, like, maybe worst case, he'll try and farm something from somewhere. And he gets rewarded, right, by
Yeah.
300 here
I mean,
in the well.
The thing is, at Skele's, like, money count, he's, what, like, he's going to be at 320. He would need 180 rupees. You're probably not going to get there without a 300 or, like, a bunch of, like you're not going to get a bunch of 20s to get there. So, like, I think it's probably, like, if you were closer to Zora money, I think it makes more sense. But given where we're at, it didn't really make sense. And, yeah, okay, well, turns out there's a bottle and a flute in
Yeah,
CAC,
just doesn't CAC. So I have seen, I think on a previous restream here at SGL, there have been at least one person who seems to not want to go to Kakariko immediately. That would unfortunately been quite punished today for this particular scene. So
Yeah, it does not seem like that would be ideal. But we are both here activating the flute, so.
yeah, very actually good. Normally at kind of this stage, when you find the flute in Kakariko, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go activate the flute. Certainly, especially in a race setting, live setting, nice cape. I've certainly seen people be very sad about using their flute without having it activated, and then having to run back to CAC for it.
So
Any Aga senses tingling yet?
we don't have a lamp. We don't have a moon pearl. We're one item away from like we're just as many items away from Aga as we are from Dark World in general.
I'll wait for 2.
What
Hi,
is this
Humbug.
guy? He's just so desperate for attention.
All right.
Oh.
That was something
Shovel.
that I. Okay, shovel. Okay.
We managed to dodge the bird. That was.
Okay. That was actually pretty good. Like sometimes that
I
bird.
thought it was too late.
Yep, that bird can be quite sticky. Okay, Skele though, not calling the flute, so he doesn't actually not have any real issues. But really good actually for both of these guys to be able to, kind of be able to catch. I guess I think technically scouting it first and then getting this is slower, but like more often than not, this is gonna be some 20 rupee thing that you don't care about.
Yeah, so like I'll see a lot of people in like Key Sanity just blind grab this because there's so many more items that you want. Obviously, all the key pots, or all the chests that have keys are now everywhere. But in like an open mode, non-Key Sanity mode, there's probably just junk there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just like the fact that all the dungeon items are their own dungeon actually is pretty hefty in terms of randomization for what can be kind of out in the overworld. So it just makes a lot more sense for you to maybe want to blind get it. Now, okay, a little bit of minor divergence. Gem went directly to Ice Rod Cave. We have more than enough cash. Skele looks like he's gonna do, let's say, a little bit more traditional flute to 7 and maybe Molder Cave and then into Ice Rod Cave. So
yeah.
So Gem's still gonna try to do Water Walk here? Is that?
Yeah. He'll Water Walk here. Probably just go straight to Hobo. You can always flute back to the waterfall. And you're water walking this whole thing anyway. The idea behind what Gem did, and this, like, there's some small downsides to what Skele did, right? Like, so Skele didn't have, TD1 Celestial didn't have the mirrored or hookshot to single entrance floodgate.
Right. That's
the
true.
dam. And also, potentially we already have flippers. Like there's a world where we do floodgate with going into swamp.
Okay. Yeah.
And like you might as well hopium for that, right?
That's true. We did not get any real value from the dam, but we did get some value from Mini Moldrum Cave. That is a lamp that I just saw.
Yeah, we're now just a moon pearl away from Aga Dark World.
There is our
we're now just
a nothing away from Aga Dark World. Okay.
Just some amount of copium away from Aga Dark World.
Kind of interesting. I think this is something that I not necessarily expected. Okay, so Gem's gonna do, I guess, Mini Moldrum into.
No, he's gonna water.
Oh,
checks.
right. I forgot about Zora. Yeah, I was like, he's going to Hobo and got a bottle, a green potion. And then I thought he was actually going to do immediately just flute over back to Zora or whatever, flute spot 8, and then he didn't. And
yeah. So I mean, what you'll see is a lot of people will combine these. So traditionally, when you don't have a flute, don't have like these checks are sort of mentally combined, right? It's Mini Moldrum Cave into Ice Ride Cave into Water Walk into water checks, and so when you have the flute, there's actually nothing connecting Mini Moldrum Cave with Ice Rod Cave, and you have Ice Rod Cave into Water Walks, and then you have the Zora checks, and these things are actually all just like individual activities, but you'll still see a lot of people combine them just because they're mentally linked.
Yeah.
But like, there's no reason to do that, and like Gem said, basically, my next best thing to do is Saha. My next best thing to do is water checks. Like, I don't need to go Mini Moldrum now. With that said, he probably goes there now, so it doesn't really, it hasn't paid out. But that's the idea is like, you didn't need to do it next. You could delay it.
Yeah. And actually, I think that's a very interesting point. Part of the randomization, especially for casual boots, it's a fairly, I would say, less randomized mode, especially compared to some of the other stuff that we've kind of seen. AKA Mystery PogChamp immediately, 20 minutes before this race.
On a different channel. I don't know what.
I think it's on the same channel.
No, it was on.
Oh,
no,
different?
that
Oh,
was
it
on
was different?
Dante's channel.
Oh, right. Okay, good point. Yeah. But yeah, like everyone's kind of almost like, because it's also been around for so long, they kind of ingrained into their minds as in this is the thing that we do, right, for the first 15 minutes. And having a little bit of luxury, as you said. We don't necessarily have to do it that way because it may not necessarily be always, well, one, optimal, but also two, like you have a lot more convenience on your side.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't work out here.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah,
get punished at all for it, but like, and that's the point is like we didn't get punished for it, but like there was a world where
We're
releasing
gonna do
the
it.
bee.
Yes, all right, team. This is teamwork, dude. Did you see the power of the bee? All right, that's better than that fighter sword and the bomb like combined.
But yeah, we were, there was hope that we could, have swamp access with the dam, have the mirror, the hookshot with the dam, do these checks into, I'm not sure when you do mini molder, but like, there's hope that we could have combined things, and there's no reason not to go for the hope if it's not going to cost you anything.
All right, so Gem and Skele kind of syncing up again after all the different, not the mountain light world checks. We are rescuing the old man. So, at what point, Telthar, would you start to, I guess, like, what point would you pull the Aga trigger here?
Ah, this is hard. So, I mean, at this point, basically, we have, I think we have Agina.
Are we gonna die?
No, we're fine. We have blue mail. We're fine. We have blue mail.
All right.
Like, we'll do Spectral Rock here.
Skele's already pre-got his sword, and of course, the Dead Rocks don't seem to care. Are we fine? We're fine, right?
Yeah.
There's no more danger?
Yeah, no more danger. So Gem swapped to bombs because he was going to bomb climb this ladder, and then he realized that
he has no health. Right,
if he failed this bomb, like Skele got hit there with that bomb climb, if Gem tries that and messes up and hits himself, he actually just dies.
All right. So very interesting. Skele, I thought he was maybe a hover. Maybe that hover just not worth it, but it was very interesting because I thought he was like, if he scouted it, he was just gonna hover for it, but Gem just went straight over for it.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, it's just how in practice are you. So yeah, so we have Gem has Agina and Eastern, I think, as his only things left, and we're just gonna say, yeah, probably not.
Yeah, So Agina, it has the reputation of, is so far, even though it's a little bit better with the flute as a one-off, no one really likes it. Eastern, even there are up to 3 items in that dungeon, including the bow, by the way, that could be there. Somehow it's just people avoid it like the plague.
Yeah.
So here we are, we got a lot of good indicators here for Eastern, or sorry, not Eastern, Aga, right? As you said, we got the pearl. That's probably the big thing about being able to do something after Aga. Before us, we got not only Master Sword, we got a cape and a lamp as well. So
yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. I think there's still a very good chance that this is not an Aga required seed. We're both committed to it.
We are both committed to it.
So, is what it is. No one's going to be gaining or losing time on this.
Yeah.
Though mental shambles may be had if we
mental shambles.
If we eventually pull our mitts out of Eastern or
glove,
or even worse, Agina. Agina would be probably hard for your to feel okay.
Yeah.
Eastern, you're like, I think it's
yeah,
probably
that's
okay.
Right. Skele or Gem probably didn't, TD1 probably didn't go over to Eastern. Just got to make, at this point, I'm not actually sure how much, Gem and Skele had to really actually race each other like head to head, but there does, eventually develop maybe like a softer meta about what, people like to skip, what people don't like to skip, and so if you think you're also your opponent, maybe also you done it, you're not really losing much, right?
Yeah, there's sort of an interesting dynamic where, like, there's less successful players that will play off, like, very off-meta plays that, like, can win them, can get them, like, big advantages, and, like, you're always nervous when you're playing someone like that, where it's like, if I'm playing Gem, it's like, yeah, he probably just never went to Eastern, it's fine.
That's right.
Like,
yeah,
I can sort of play Gem, whereas, like, someone with Gem's execution who's playing a little wackier, like, maybe I still do this play because it's the better EV, but, like, is it... Like, I have no idea where I am in the race once things settle down, because now I have no idea what Gem has done. Did he go to Eastern and waste some time? Did he go to Agina and get his glove? Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's Agina with the flute. It's really just not gonna get much better. Like, it'll get a little bit better if you could combine it with like Checkerboard Cave. But like,
Yeah, that's so far, right? Like combining with Checkerboard Cave is like you have to wait for Mitt and Mirror.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And but but sometimes like the best checks that happen are the ones that you just never have to do, right? Like, people hate Agina because it just takes too long, and so you gotta always weigh these kinds of things.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of things that take way too long, we got, I believe, 3 blue balls. Is that right? In the first Aga stage cycle.
Honestly,
I know,
my brain just turns off of Aga. I truly couldn't tell you.
We talk about actually the different modes. Casual Boost has been around for a while. Have we gotten any energy balls, by the way, that weren't 50-50 yet? I think that was 6 for 6. Is that right? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Casual Boots. Because we already started with a sword, it makes me, there's that kind of one step closer, right, that you kind of start with that maybe is an Agassi. So you actually do see this type of content, not too, common, but also not too uncommon. The Aga news is real palpable here. Or that is a lot of blue balls, but we have finally made it out.
Yeah. So I think we'll probably just go straight to Hype Cave here.
We have the hammer, right?
Yeah.
No pod?
No pod. No,
Okay.
we don't have a bow. And like, it's just hard for, like, it's not like we can't do pod because we don't have a bow, but it's actually quite difficult for things to be in logic without the bow and pod because of right side keys and
Actually, that's a good point. I didn't think about this. I was even thinking that, like, well, I'm pretty sure that, like, so Gem and Skele actually are probably the 2 fastest mimic clippers, like, here in the community. Yeah, I think actually, I want to say it was Skele who lightning clipped at some point, and then Gem's like, I can do that. And then here we are. So lack of bow will not sort of be a problem for them, but you actually bring a very good point about the logic. Like, maybe in this case, you're not meant to do a lot of the pod right now, and maybe there's a higher value trying to keep yourself on rails.
yeah. So this is Gem has had the option of just save quitting here. Like, most people will do these checks, but it is worth considering that, like, these are 2 checks that are like kind of bad. Like,
Yeah.
you go Stumpy, and now Stumpy did gaming. K45 is super isolated. You don't have mitts to get up to Thieves or Village. You don't have Mirror, like, and like you have ran out of Hype Cave and ran all the way over here for 2 checks. And like, he just got the hook shot, which gives all the mountain available. But like, Skele's doing the same thing. So
I am just really proud of both of these guys for remembering that they do not have glove. Like, I understand that's part of the reason why we do Aga, but at the same time, like, you talk about kind of being kind of set in your mental ways. This is so common, right? Hype Cave, go and south, lift the rock, and then go to Stumpy Dig Game, and these guys remember. So,
sorry.
I was going good. All right. How
so
many?
yeah,
How
after
many
this,
digs? This looks like a lot.
it does seem to be a decent number. Yeah. It's a pretty big chunk of time that like could have been skipped, but like I don't think most people do skip it. Gem quits to the wrong place.
We want to go to the mountain.
We wanted to go mountain, yeah.
At that point, if you like save and quit start, like, is it just better to just leave and flute? Or
No, because it's pretty much so like if
nice Waffle House.
nice Waffle House, yeah. If you like finish Meyer and you don't have an Aga kill, you want to just save and quit to Old Man to get up to the mountain, right? So you don't want to mirror and then flute up.
Right.
And like this is going to be the same comparison. It's mirroring and then fluting versus walking out of Link's house and then fluting, and those are pretty similar. And if it's faster to save and quit than it is to mirror and flute, then it should be faster to save and quit than it is to walk out and flute.
Excellent point. Yes. I'm glad you have thought about this.
Yes.
Yes. All right, we got a book here in Paradox. Again, so far, great minds think alike, right? Skele and Gem pretty much have done pound for pound, or whatever, kilogram for kilogram, the same things.
Yeah. So, I mean, we don't have a lot of decisions to make, I would say. like pod was an option, but it's not a great one. We could have circled the world instead.
Flippers and hookshot gets us to
Hammer,
the
yeah.
east. Yeah, and hammer, that's right. Yeah, it gets us to the west side of Dark World.
Yeah,
I
so
know
we
my
do
directions.
have access to the left side of the Dark World.
Mhm.
We can go clear out Thieves Town, do a skull dip, but we don't have Graveyard Ledge. We're passing by it, and we could get Bumper Cave. Clearly, there's nothing in Aga Ledge since we haven't cared about that.
Yeah, definitely didn't rush that one.
But I think that's sort of there's like enough reason that you don't want to go that way that they're hoping for Mountain to be their thing anyway instead. And so this is going to be a difference. Gem just
Yeah, he just left. We saw the one item here in Hera.
Yeah.
We don't care anymore. Skele though. First point of real divergence. We don't have fire, but we do have a hook shot. So Skele is not going to be able to get the big key in the basement, but we are going to do the top of Pendant Hera. We'll see in this case if he can just sneak out with the second item, or if he continues onwards to the boss.
Yeah, that's sort of like, that's why Gem left, is like he's going to get small key or big key, and then he gets compass, and then he gets map, and then he doesn't even get the item, and then it's still in big key chest into big chest. Is okay, great. I can't even get the second item. We do have fire. We have.
Oh, we have lamp. You're right.
But
Excellent
like,
point.
But like,
I forgot.
We
Excuse
don't
me.
want to get.
Yes.
So like, yeah, definitely not a good option. And Gem says it's one item and I don't want it.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, and again, this is randomization. The game does not care about your convenience.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Skele did not find the item up here. We got a pendant. We don't know what's on pedestal, for what it's worth. So there is some amount of maybe bordering on copium value here, but so far, in order to get the last item Hera, there is going to be more time committed.
Yeah, and it looks like we are not going to commit that time.
Yeah.
We're just gonna call it a loss. Move on.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Gem, has already mentioned over. He's hooked over to the left side of Dark World. Unfortunately, had to make a couple of mirror skips. Now, Gem is skipping the front of Skull Woods, which is, I mean, again, it all depends on the situation. But I have seen people, especially in an Aga seed, where it's very painful to come back to the left side of the world. Just do everything possible, so then you can dip the front of Skull.
Well, he doesn't go south here.
Oh, you're right. Maybe that's one of the benefits of be able to do like Stumpy Hype Cave, right?
Yeah,
now you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, that is. I mean, now he doesn't get to. He isn't in the position to make a decision. He just he has to go up here after Thieves Town.
Yeah, that's great.
Assuming nothing shows up of value.
Yeah. One of the benefits, of course, of having the hammer, as at least I previously opined about, is that with the hammer, especially with Crystal Thieves Down, you get to full clear this dungeon. You don't have to leave any item behind, and it feels good to not have a 1 left on your tracker every single time you do a dungeon like Pod or Thieves.
Yeah, that pesky pod big chest.
Yeah, it's kind of like the impossible chest almost, like a hookshot cave. It's just sometimes you just can't get it, Nothing you can really do about it.
So.
Yeah, and also having the having a hammer, especially in non-key sanity modes, you don't have to. You can almost like turn off your mind and maybe like rest for a while and just go on autopilot, right? Again, you don't have to worry about. You don't have the hammer. Should I go back should I do the back of Thieves Town? How many items do I have at the front? Right? You can just go. The only real thing at the very end, if you end up getting a bunch of items, you're like, oh, I can maybe skip the big chest. I can maybe skip blind cell or something, right? But until then, we get a little bit of a breather here in the mid game.
Yeah, I mean, also we would do this anyway.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. That's true. Now I don't know. In this case, again, like these guys have been racing for quite some time. Gem probably. One of the best runners. He won SGL last year, actually here, live in Herndon, Virginia. So certainly has quite the title to back him. Skele I believe he was, I want to say he was 1 seed for the main tournament last year.
That sounds true.
Yeah, a bunch of glitch stuff. I believe he's definitely in HMG finals. I can't remember how far that tournament's gone so far. But again, very, very talented. Live play though can certainly be a bit of a wild card. You don't really know, not used to your home setup. You can't maybe do things as reliably here on a new setup, like on stage.
Oh.
What did we get?
We got a fire rod, and Skele is dipping Skull, which is honestly a bad decision considering that we don't have anywhere to go south of here, south of Vu. So.
Okay. Yeah, with that fire rod, I guess in Thieves' Attic, yeah, Gem is a very natural play. Unfortunately, Big Dunka had to leave, cut his trip prematurely, so he was not able to see this beautiful, like, never skip Skull Woods, or always skip Skull Woods until you have the fire rod. Gem also showing
Did you know that we do not have mitts?
Or glove.
Or glove.
I don't have mitts. We need the emote. It's okay. That happens to the best of us. You know,
we're good. Everything's okay.
Okay, we have a. Can we get soft lock here in Skull Woods? We can't, right? None.
Yeah, so we didn't because we didn't mirror. So Skele actually did interrupt his chest open animation by killing the wall master as it was coming down with the pot.
Oh, I see. Okay.
There was one of the co-op tournaments. My teammates didn't know what was going on, and I was sitting there watching as they mirrored out and then got soft locked, and were just unable to figure out how to fix it, and they were just freaking out, and they just like, I can't do anything about this, and I think they had to reset their console.
Oh no. Really?
Because I don't think they were able to save quit. It was quite funny.
Okay, all right.
We
I'm
did
glad.
lose.
Okay, I'm glad you at least had a good sense of humor about it.
Well, I didn't lose.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. There is no Telethorn team, of course. All right, Red Crystal #1 down for Gem. I was also, by the way, saying like even though Gem kind of autopiloted the I don't have mitts part, as in he tried to lift the rock, he was, it looks like, counting items. We did not open blind cell. And of course, small key was self-locking in the big chest because we didn't have it at the end, and we got the map off the blind. So
yeah, so it was well, the small key could have been in.
Oh yeah.
That was that was the story that Gem was telling yesterday of 8 casual boots where he and Gamma both opened blind cell to get the small key, opened big chest to get the map and killed the boss to get the compass, and was like, Well, there's 30 seconds of my life I'm never getting back.
I will say it was unfortunate that it was the map that was on blind because I was really hoping for the other dungeon item that was going to be on blind. I guess we're just never getting it today, so it is what it is. All right, but with the fire rod in hand, that Skele will also obtain shortly. No Samari to make this the other easiest room in the game. We are going to we're gonna go beat Mothula. Very. Okay, at least for spoiler, which both Skele and Gem also do run. This should be more than enough for them. We got the hammer, that's probably the big thing. You know, we also got, what, Blue Mail?
Yeah, Blue Mail, 36 hearts.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we can't die here.
No, I mean, yeah, it's not a, it would be quite a disaster to die.
All right, very nice walk.
Yeah.
What was that? That looks really cool.
It's so cursed.
But it looks cool. You gotta show off a little here on Restream, right? When else gonna be able to do this? Now, don't panic on Skele's side. Even though he does have 3 hearts, he has he has Blue Mail, and he's got the Master Sword. But I think the most prominent danger parts are over. Okay, all right. I'm not worried. Nobody's worried. Maybe he can call up to the celestial skies for some help.
So Gem just taking a hit to lose sword beams.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought was intentional, right?
Honestly, don't really matter when you're fighting with your hammer anyway. Okay. And they're actually kind of, sword beams are kind of nice to get Moth out of the corner.
Oh, but very, very nice fight. Every single hit landed.
Yep.
Does Skele also remember that he did not have mitts or gloves?
I think he remembered.
Okay. Yeah, this guy's a gamer.
You know,
He
there's a theory that you're supposed to only be able to lift large rocks with mitts.
with mitts.
Because it makes perfect sense, right? You go around the left side, you get your
Yeah.
mitts, then you can exit out the middle.
That's
Until
right.
you have
Yeah,
the mitts.
yeah, that's actually a very
And
good
you
point.
don't need them at any point before then. It would put flippers behind the mitts.
Did we forget something here? Gem? Oh my god.
Yes, we did forget something.
I forgot something. All right. Gem took a shortcut up to the pyramid. Very legal, by the way. It's, all you gotta do is hit something while something is electrocuting you, and then you save and quit after Aga, and you're magically transported on the pyramid. What amazing routing from this guy. definitely no memes here. Did we get all the items out of Skull Woods, by the way? I assume the answer was yes.
Yeah. There was one in map chest, and then the other one was on the boss.
Okay. All right. So that's actually, and again, like okay. Skele did make the decision that did not work out. That we went to Pendenhera, the top of Pendenhera, and got nothing. But in also this case, because the fire rod, just by construction, like Gem did not do any of the front of Skull Woods. So
Yeah.
So I think they're at least if we had the patented Telethar's timer, I would considering tilting it towards towards Gem's side, but again a lot of game left to play here.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely pretty comfortably ahead right now. Maybe 2-3 minutes even. Like he's already in pod, and Skele still needs to go kill Moth and then get to pod. So I think that's like it's most likely where we're going next.
Yeah. So still no bow. So the what you kind of said earlier about the whole like logic thing does let's see. Okay. Mimic clipping, easiest room of the game. Still does hold a bit.
So we'll see. Yeah. We've gone.
Did we skip shooter room?
Of course we did.
Okay. I'm just making sure. There's definitely no bow in there, right?
No.
Okay.
And we already have one item. So.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay.
So one item on right side instead of 2 small keys does actually mean that everything is going to be in logic in the back. That's our second item.
That's our second item.
We
Okay,
go
so
forwards. Yes.
Yeah. So guaranteed small key in the front, right? For
Everything
shooter
is.
room?
Yeah. All
Everything
three chests are
is
small
amazing.
keys, and we don't need them.
Yeah. Makes me wonder where this bow is. Because it doesn't really seem like logically we're supposed to be here quite yet.
No, we are.
Oh, we are?
Yeah. So.
Oh, right. Sorry, that's a small key. Yeah. We can go to the back. We're just here for funsies, like.
That small key on the
Yeah.
right side is the Helma small key.
Yeah.
Everything else is in logic with itself.
All right, small key, big key here in Rupee Basement.
Yeah, which puts a small key in Harmless Hellway that we don't need, and then.
That we don't need? Question mark. We're here.
Well, we don't need it.
Okay. Gem is, you can see a visible head shake. Very unhappy with this route. I think he realized it a little bit later.
Yeah.
As we see, like Skele is having he's spending more quality time with Moth. Maybe he's got a soft spot for this boss here. Is this good? Okay. All right.
Yes.
Saved it in the last second.
So Gem is actually, if he doesn't get a bow here, he knows everything in the front is a small key. He just leaves. Like he just save quits. Doesn't need to get any of the small keys. We'll need to remember to get a small key from shooter room when he returns later. But he just gets a small key from shooter room and then goes and beats Helma and doesn't do Stealthless Basement or Big Key Chest.
Okay. That is very... So the shooter room really is actually just like the first time you go to pod, right? Assume you can't beat it, you should skip. And then you can always come back later and get it because you know there's a small key there, right? The whole point is...
Well, this layout, it worked out pretty well. So it's hard to say. But there's a lot of nuance to the shooter room skip. And realistically, it's... The shooter room skip, is not just a shooter room skip. It's a sort of because assuming Skele goes to pod and does a traditional route, he'll do shooter room, then he'll do bridge, and he won't get an item. Then he'll do Stealthless Basement, and then he will get his second key, and then he'll do right side, and then he'll go to the back. So Chev's gonna end up skipping Stealthless Basement and a some running around in the front is what he's actually end up skipping.
Makes a lot of sense.
Plus, he'll have mirror when he does shooter room. So like,
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, saves a little bit of time too. Yeah.
it's not actually just like skipping shooter room, getting those 12-ish seconds. Like it's a little more
yeah, for sure.
nuanced.
All right. We did not. Gem did not want to wave to Humbug. For whatever reason, we
No, we don't like that guy.
All right. Okay.
He's kind of mean, honestly.
He won his match earlier.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Humbug.
Well, that's the same. Skele though went to Agina, and it was not a glove, but it was tempered sword. But here, oh my gosh, look at the side by side. Mitts versus glove here. Glove for Skele, Mitts for Gem. Like, actually, this was not an Agassiz? Question mark? We have the book in Paradox, correct? Oh no, Hookshot was in. No, never mind. Hookshot was in Hype Cave. We're good. It was an Agassiz. We could not get into Desert. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, where everything's good.
Yeah,
I mean, everything actually is really truly terrible because I'm witnessing Gem here.
No, we did
in Desert.
Hera before.
No.
No, we didn't.
No.
Okay. No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I was gonna say. So I mean, we're here without the weapon of choice. He's gonna have to settle for an actual fast Lamos fight with the fire rod.
Did he? Does Lamo have an item?
Does Lamo have an item? We got 10 bombs and a glove. That's right, so no item.
So why are we actually here? This is illegal. So we...
It's Pendant Mire. I think that's why we're here.
Yeah, but we have Flute, and we are going to get Mirror for Swamp. We don't need to do this now. But he ran out of... Like, he could have saved and quit on those mitts. There was no reason to continue. He ran out in order to do this, so he could not have bow when he does this fight. This is intentional.
This is, man, what malice. Okay, I really don't know what to think anymore now. He deserved missing that fire rod shot. Maybe this is his way of making up the simulation of doing bow Lamos, right? To getting that extra cycle in, or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this does get him to Agina.
He's trying to garner some sympathy. Do not give it to him. All right, his pity is not deserved.
That was for a compass.
That was for a compass, yes.
We knew we didn't need that.
Yeah.
But this could have been delayed indefinitely. Like, we didn't need that till go mode. And we knew this.
Just, I don't know what to say. All right. Skele, though, making kind of a similar decision, going to the back of...
Yeah.
But he is not under any contractual obligation.
Right.
He brought his tempered sword. He brought his fire rod, and he is continuing to move on.
I mean, memes aside, that is probably like 40 seconds of just time, maybe less than that, like 20 seconds of time, guaranteed wasted that we knew we didn't need. Like, we got the 2 items. We know we're going to get mitts and we're going to get mirror. This is not an item. We can just come back to desert whenever. And, like, even if we ended up getting go mode mirror, it's still going to be faster. But more likely, we're going to go to Mire Shed at some point.
Mire, checkerboard, or any of these
Mire, checkerboard. Then and then at that point, getting those items is actually free. Or getting to Landmo is, like, basically free. It's like 5 seconds instead of running out from Torch to go over and then run around and then...
That's actually true.
And then do Fire on Landmo.
There are so many just things just have been piled up. When it rains, it pours for, bad news.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Skele making the one-off trip to Spike Cave. Now, he hasn't been to Bowless Pod yet to go get his mitts, so maybe not a lot of options for him at the moment. That's, well, not Bowless Pod. This is probably where he's going now, for what it's worth.
Yeah. No, yeah, this is... I mean, I think we have Catfish.
One of them has Catfish, yeah. Not Skele.
Why not?
What? Why not?
Why not?
I'm just saying, like, there's only one Catfish guy here.
No,
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
Skele
does
in fact have Catfish.
Yeah, so Skele, in fact, it looks like he might be trying to emulate the Catfish guy, and by going over here.
So we are vehemently refusing to go to pod on Skele's side. We'll see how that pays out. Probably not well, considering he has one check left, I think, before he needs these mitts.
He needs this. Now, I mean, Catfish has been pretty sad most often of the time, but this is certainly a race decider if something is actually here.
Oh yeah, if this is, I mean, bow would be the biggest item right here, but heart piece is not.
Heart piece, unfortunately, when they already have 36 hearts, that extra heart piece isn't really gonna carry as much weight here.
Yeah, and this is, you know, Skele needs something right now.
Yeah, and like that bow in Hookshot Cave.
Yep, there's
That's mitts locked.
There's the mitts locked bow. That means Hype Cave is a required double dip. Gem has the option of going to Spike Cave here after this, but probably is just gonna go finish pod, maybe? Turn in mushroom first, I guess, maybe, probably.
Yeah, I would imagine turning in the mushroom first. We do not
I mean, I guess we also have Ice Palace.
Gem is usually of the opinion that he turns in the mushroom kind of as early as possible. But
Yeah, I think mushroom is a safe play, but like we'll probably want to go do pod. We'll probably want to go do Ice Palace. We have Mire Shed, and we could dip Mire.
How eager are you to go to Ice Palace without the Cane of Samoria? Like, are you gonna just try to hold out like a little bit, like a lot, like, or are we just going?
I mean, we'll definitely
know?
do pod first, unless it doesn't have an item. It does apparently.
Couldn't say can quit, huh? That's what I read from Gem's side. Couldn't find a pickle or something.
Yeah, I mean that's probably not worth it when we're in.
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows, man? I mean, it's honestly probably not, but it is kind of funny. And maybe this is a stage again. Like we watched him do just basically skip the back of Thieves Town items like by not opening it. So maybe he is actually being a bit more conscious of his time.
Yeah. All right. So.
Okay. All right. Looks like Gem has remembered. As you were kind of alluding to, he is gonna get his shooter room key that he knows is there, and then he actually has a small key too. Does he need this key?
Yes. So he hasn't opened front door.
Right. Gotcha. Unfortunately, no mirror. So we'll just have to walk out of shooter room. Unfortunately, yeah, that statue that everyone is a big fan of, that doesn't move. So you can't just kind of take a shortcut over. Unfortunately, you can always take one. I think you can take one in, right? But you can't take one out. I think how it works.
The right statue moves.
Only the right statue moves. Okay.
For some reason, you know, actually, who knows?
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Did forget about Ether when Skele picked it up. Mire is a pendant. We don't have any eyes on it, but it is not Bombos, which is what we need for Turtle Rock. Any go mode prospects here? Are we still missing a lot? Maybe.
We need Ice Rod, Samaria,
Amir?
and Amir.
Those are some pretty big items for like 50 minutes in. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is an accuracy, don't get me wrong. Like,
I've seen people be in Compass Room by now, so.
Yeah. Icure is playing, I think, soonish.
Soonish,
yeah.
yeah.
Soonish.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably go to Ice after this. Skele has a little cleaning up to do.
He also has Skullwoods too, as well, at some point that he has to go back for. But I think he knows there's.
He did. What? Who? Sorry, no, they both.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Skele, never mind. He's still. You're right. He rushed Skullwoods after that fire rock. Especially there were 2 items in the back. one end for him. Yeah, right. He got Biggie chest.
But I know Skele is gonna get his mitts here. He has Dark Death Mountain. He has King's Tomb to go do real quick, and then he has to come back for Helma, and like he has to do all of that almost he almost has to do all of those things before he proceeds to be even with Jeb, and like there's no real chance he's gonna change the sequence and save time.
I guess the fact that they've already kind of cleared up Pod. Well, in this case, like, would the mirror have helped him? Or helped either of them in terms of their powder rotting?
I mean, Gem would have mirrored from Shooter Room, which
Yeah, okay,
is
very
nice.
minor thing, right? Well, I guess I was more thinking of like, did they need a death warp out or anything? Kind of looked pretty smooth,
Yeah.
honestly. So. Okay, looks like Gem also remembering to mirror after he got out of pause, so he doesn't end up on the pyramid.
Yeah, definitely did that. I guess we're gonna do Mire Shed real quick. The reason I say that is because if Gem was going to ice, he would have talked to Saha and gotten some health.
Saha, mountain dude,
Yeah,
old dude,
old
okay,
man.
other dude,
Old man.
okay, other old man.
We definitely did not see what that medallion was. That was just a circle. Like, I can tell you that there's a medallion circle there. But Gem knows.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if we even want to go in.
No, we weren't going in regardless. But we want to know if we have, like, if it is Quake or not. I still want to know that. I think it's probably Ether there because we didn't,
Was
we
it a
would have
reaction?
seen. No, not a reaction. We just would have seen a squiggly line if it was Quake.
Okay.
Like, we saw enough of the left side that we would have seen Bombos or Quake.
Oh, okay.
And the lack of seeing anything means that probably Ether.
Probably Ether. Yeah, yeah.
I
Actually,
think.
okay.
But I
point.
don't know.
It's almost like a little mini mosaic, you know. You're just trying to figure out what you can see without having any pixels. I don't know if either of these guys are disappointed. The fact that they can crisply see the gameplay at all times. There was no mirror in time for Feast Town.
Yeah.
All right, Skele finishing up the rest of Dark Death Mountain. So he now has his bow in hand, and he can also do the rest of his cleanup after this. Now, once we kind of exhaust the rest of our crystal dungeons, which by the rest of them I mean Ice Palace, any prominently like looking first directions after this? Like, is Pyramid Fairy something? Ice Rod, less Turtle Rock something? Or no, I guess we can't get it.
Yeah, so we don't have TR at all. We have I think we have Mire, but we don't have Boss, which actually makes Mire much worse logically, because
I think Jem forgot he does not Samaria. He like hit the switch,
Yeah.
he left the room, and then he was like, he killed all the Pengators, and he's like, oh no,
Yeah.
I can't Icebreaker.
So ever since the like logic change that happened in 31.1 for Mire, I feel like Vitreous has a small key a lot more, and the items are pushed to left side a lot more.
Okay.
As a result of that, that means that the items are usually Samaria locked.
Oh. Interesting.
Not always, obviously.
Okay.
But by making your item Samaria locked, going to Mire without Samaria becomes a much worse proposition. So we have Mire. It's not great. We don't have TR at all. Ice will be emptied out. We don't have Mirror for Swamp.
Any prospects about well, let's say like diving your green pendant eastern dungeon?
Yeah, I was about to. We definitely aren't going to Hera for a big key into big chest, which does sort of leave us with not many good options. We have
Smith
Smith Chain.
Is that a good option? Is that a good option?
We have Mirrorless Smith Chain, and we have Green Pendant Eastern, I think, as all of our options remaining. And we have Hammer Pegs. We definitely didn't have Mitts when we were there, which is sort of part of Smith Chain, but sort of not.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, without the mirror, it becomes a lot more awkward, I guess. All right, we got the big key in the map chest, taking the long way in Ice Palace. Skele finishing up Pod.
So yeah, I mean, I think that probably Green Pendant Eastern is going to be our best option after this.
Okay. I mean, like, I guess, are any of these kind of like, let me just do this real quick before making a larger commitment type of thing? Like, I was wondering, like, is Pyramid Fairy maybe something?
Yeah, Pyramid Fairy is almost certainly our next option.
Okay.
Because, you just have a tendency to want to move forwards. And, like...
Oh, and because Ice was, like, the the most like recent, like this was unlocked by Mitts, so then we got this crystal, and now we've unlocked another
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
sphere, right, of something.
So like just as a general statement, like the chance, like there's a higher chance that you have all the ingredients to do Pyramid Fairy because Pyramid Fairy is required versus also Pyramid Fairy becomes available and yet you just needed to go to Eastern for your go mode. Like
Yeah.
it's possible. It's just a little bit more likely.
If it's Pendant Eastern, in this case, do the calculus of skipping Eastern Panel's Big E chest somewhat still apply, or is that more for like Crystal Eastern? Like once you dive that Pendant dungeon, I'm assuming you're just trying to get everything out of it. Very nice quick still care, quick cold stare kill on Gem side.
The QQQ?
Yes, the and not necessarily, I won't say like iconic, but there were like, I think this has been one of the more consistent fights that Gem has had back in like 2019 or something. I think when SGL was first there, I remember Rick, one of the admins of SG, commentating on like that cold stare kill was textbook beautiful. So
Yeah.
glad to see it's still here, you know, 5 years later.
He even drank his green potion so he would have enough magic so that he could shoot 8 fire rod shots instead of using his bombos. Like, I don't need this green potion for where I'm going, but I need this I need this quick kill now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are seeing Pyramid Fairy, not surprising. And then
we're potioned up. I didn't even realize there was a blue potion in Compass Chest of Ice Palace. So.
Yeah, apparently we're 4 bottled up. So.
Yeah. Yeah, very nice Pengator room on Skele's side as well. And again, like it does look like Gem is, I guess, like inching his way forward. Keep in mind though, like there are going to be things that, assuming this is going to be nothing, there are opportunities for Gem to go back and give Skele that same time back for doing the same thing that he just did earlier. Or we'll just lose our big bomb and forget Pyramid Fairy. We're going to do Catfish.
Yep.
Like this time right here is... We have Aga dead, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we go the Aga is dead route? Or can we not use it because we don't have mirror?
No mirror.
No mirror. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that bomb dupe, while it is usually pretty consistent, it does, unfortunately, cost a little bit of extra time here.
Yeah.
One extra minute. Yeah, a little over a minute probably. Was just something that.
Maybe more.
More? Okay.
I mean, we have to go back there and then redo the whole trip. Like it costs a minute to do the trip, but then we have to do it. We have to get back and do it again.
Okay.
So.
I do like this, you know, for what it's worth, just like incremental time. I don't know if Pyramid Fairy now is are we maybe just redoing Pyramid Fairy? Is that what's happening?
No, we're going to Eastern.
We're going to Eastern. Okay.
What Pyramid Fairy?
You're
I did
right,
Pyramid Fairy.
You're right. I wasn't even thinking about like, oh, well, he kind of cut his losses short because, you know, at least he was already at Pyramid, that screen. He's going to Catfish, it's the closest we're going to get, et cetera, and then maybe he'll go back and do Pyramid Fairy. But we're good.
You know, that bomb dupe saved time because now
there was just nothing in Pyramid Fairy.
There was nothing there, and now I just made a really quick check of Pyramid.
Right, yeah.
Everything's fine.
All right, well, we are back in Pendant Eastern, a place that many people really hope, in this case, to avoid entirely, along with a lot of other unfortunate checks, or, you know, less desirable ones. But, you know, again, there's a little bit of extra value with the green pendant. We got the bow that was locked pretty deep behind the mitts, behind Aga, and bowless pod. So.
Yeah, and I mean, Gem did have a pretty big lead. At this point, Gem has done everything that Skele has done, and Skele needs to finish up. I don't think Skele checked Mireshed.
He did not check Mireshed, no.
Skele needs to finish up Ice still. All that before he's caught up with Gem. He may, but it's also, I would not be surprised if Skele's next stop is Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, so you know, again, so if Pyramid Fairy has something, it can really swing things Skele's way. Like, I really don't see Gem going back to Pyramid Fairy like anytime soon.
No.
Like, he has much denser options, and plus he's already kind of like sunk cost himself into doing Pyramid Fairy the first time, so
Yeah.
there is no world here where we can like MSS clip, right, into
No.
Binky Chess.
No.
Okay.
Truly tragic.
It would be pretty cool to see Skele, one of the originators of this MSS clip. I think one of the S's does stand for Skele. Although I don't know why there's not like an MST clip because, you know, he's TD1. But
Yeah, great point.
yeah, we should really rename that. All right, Skele, full bar of magic. His Fire Rod out. Nice map, of course. Which I'm unhappy that he
Yep.
did not skip Eastern Palace Big Key Chest.
Oh.
Oh no!
Everything's fine.
Yeah, everything is fine. Skele,
This is the standard 14/.
15, 16.
Everything is fine. We're so close to dying.
Oh my gosh, Skele.
Oh my god, please.
Yeah. I cannot
Jeez.
believe.
That was just a standard textbook
Yeah,
fight if I've ever seen
that's
one.
right. That's right. Standard textbook TD1 book fight.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Some people call that the celestial.
All right, so as we were saying, Skele was nowhere close to death whatsoever. He had everything under control. That head shake of his earlier was just like, don't worry, I got you. All right, on Gem side, we've already made our way to the back of Eastern. Looks like a pretty good fight, unlike the near-death experience that we have faced in the past.
Yeah, so Skele did not start at Link's house and do Big Bomb. All right, we're doing
Yeah,
mushroom
we can do
quick.
mushroom real quick. Yeah, yeah. This is a pretty standard one. Glad to see in this case that both of them are using their mushroom correctly.
Yeah.
No extra uses by the mushroom whatsoever approved.
Okay.
Check
Mire Shed for
Shed real
Skele.
quick.
Yeah, it makes sense to do Mire Shed, save quit, and then you can go do Big Bomb.
Yeah.
That way you get to save and quit the Link's house instead of fluting there, which feels like a little bit of a waste. Gem has already checked Pyramid Fairy, and it's nothing.
That's right. So
he said confidently. So we're going to Mire. It was Ether.
It was Ether. All right. So we can actually get in. And I mean, what do you think in this case about like the prospects, right? Like, you know, is Mirrorless Smith Chain kind of better, or at least we can do the first leg? Because you did mention Hammer Picks. Like that is an option we can do with the first leg of the Smith, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't like this because it just like because of what I said with the like key logic. I think that there's a very good chance that whatever item is here is Samaria locked on left side. Like left side is almost guaranteed. Your left side can't be small keys unless it's also big key.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah. But I guess like also like Mire one is a fairly like significant time sink into just like getting into, especially not necessarily even get to the Mire area, but also just getting through the first couple Mire rooms. But then also like I don't know, it just like is Mirrorless Smith first part of chain like really that painful? I don't know. It almost just feels like let's just
It's
turn
probably not as painful as people make it out to be. It like in this case, this is painful.
Because Mire has up to 2 items, right? And I feel like Smith Chain will guarantee you 2 items. I mean,
Yep.
it could be 2 garbage ones, but still, like, it's faster. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're apparently still missing 3 major items. I mean, okay, Ice Rod is kind of only by itself, but like Samaria and Mirror. And something that Mirror does unlock quite a bit of stuff. So. It is somewhat like surprising maybe to get it. But I was gonna say, if we find the item that we're looking for though, then they have made the brilliant decision to do whatever they did.
Yeah.
Here.
So I mean, Skele has decided to skip
the big chest? Question mark?
Yeah, no, that is definitely a bad decision.
Okay.
So
okay. We did get the Well, he's gonna remember. If he doesn't get the big key here.
No, so yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say, so from Gem's side, Skele has not done Pyramid Fairy yet. He's just went straight to Eastern, which is fine. That big chest delay, it wasn't a skip. That's like a standard thing you'll see in, say, Cross Keys, or Key Sanity in general. And the idea is, I'm gonna full clear this dungeon, and it's a little bit faster to do it when I come back. But that's not true in Pendant Eastern. Like, if that chest happened to have Samaria, you're not gonna.
I think you're leaving, right?
Yeah, you're not leaving. You're not staying. And maybe even if you were staying, you're definitely not staying if the big key chest had the mirror. Right? Like, there's.
Oh yeah. Then you have to like run out, and then then you waste a little bit of extra time.
So I think that doing big chest second is a mistake. Not one that has punished at all, but is just negative time.
Okay. We found silvers in Meyer. Big key chest. Oh, but what a Meyer dip though. Required pendant Meyer having the ice rod.
Yeah, that's dirty. So
pretty big for Gem.
No. So like that's something that like he didn't need to do yet.
True. He's gonna do Spike Cave, it looks like, right
here.
here.
Yeah, Spike Cave makes sense. I forgot that he has that.
Well, are we gonna do Hera here?
No. We can't.
Hera.
We don't have mirror. I mean, we need
Excellent
to go
points.
around.
Yes, very excellent
suffer.
point. Yes. Yeah. And right now, no Samaria still means that we still can't. I mean, unless Gem really is confident, and that I've never actually seen him hover all of Turtle Rock before.
0% chance.
Yeah, we're not gonna go in. All right, Gem. Yeah, a little low on magic, but he has 36 hearts, so he's more than okay doing Spike Cave. Okay, so Skele finishing up Eastern. I'm very curious to see in this case like what Pyramid Fairy has, because like the more checks that Gem is doing that is giving us basically new coverage that doesn't have Samaria mirror, makes me wonder about what's that Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, I mean, that ice rod is massive. Is the main thing though, is like there's no reason that he gets that ice rod and silvers before getting Samaria or mirror.
Yeah.
That's like
and
just luck.
The silvers, I would say in particular, right? Even if you're like on Ice Rock Hunt at the very end, like you probably don't even do big key chests until the very end, and you get your Ice Rock first. And you're like, I'm done, I'm out, and no one's gonna sit through the cutscene for any reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We finally converged, Skele and Gem. So we're gonna do hammer pegs first, and then save and quit. Mirror, save and quit? Question mark.
Well, not
no,
mirror.
we never mirror. Not mirror. You're right. Save and quit.
Yeah, we'll just go grab the smith and now save and quit. The reason being that if we had found Samaria, we don't want to have to come back and turn in the smith. So.
Oh, excellent point. Yeah. Although we are missing like 2 items, like you would probably still turn them in anyway, right?
No, you just go do TR.
TR.
Yeah.
Well, Gem would go do TR. Would Skele go do Meyer? Question mark. If he has Samaria, that might push him under.
No. You'd go to do TR.
Okay.
Pendant Meyer, yeah. So Gem has Smith, and then turning in purple chest, and then he can go back and get his Pyramid Fairy item, get his Samaria off of Pyramid Fairy, and then go get his mirror out of Turtle Rock, and then.
Or we will just get the mirror right here. That is.
Yeah, we're gone. We're
Samaria go mode for Gem. We're going to Swamp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And this is just so bad for Skele. Like outside of, like he's only a tiny bit behind to that mirror, but there's
I don't know
just
when
no
he gets
world
that
ice rod is terrible for him, because there's just no way that he's going there anytime soon, and he'll probably find Samaria in one of these upcoming checks, and then Gem is in go mode and Skele is going to TR without Samaria. And we can't even save our portal, so I mean.
Sorry, where is Gem going? he can't go to.
Yeah, I'm saying if Samaria shows up in Swamp
Oh yeah.
or Cave 45
Yeah, and then
or
Skele,
Graveyard
yeah.
Ledge.
Well, so yeah, I was
Oh.
actually wondering if well,
Checkerboard Cave could be good for Skele, but honestly, he probably just does Checkerboard before going into Mire anyway, and then he still just takes that and goes to TR for his Ice Rod.
there could be other maybe points of variation, like maybe Gem doesn't do left side, and then if something's there, like or Samaria's there, versus like, well, I think the big one's still gonna be Pyramid Fairy, right? Because Skele has positioned himself pretty well to do Pyramid Fairy after Swamp, right? And then like now Gem's got a bunch of mirror checks. Gem is in go mode.
Yep.
And there was apparently, that again, losing the bomb there was a blessing in disguise for him because
Yeah, I mean, it didn't end up like so. If Samaria was in Pyramid Fairy, that would have been a huge blessing to lose that bomb. Because he would have gone through TR without the Ice Rod, and then wasted a bunch of time doing full clear TR before getting his Mir, and then clearing out Swamp, and then eventually going to Mire probably. Whereas instead he didn't do, like, he never had those options. He just would have turned in the bomb and saved 12 or like lost 12 seconds. Wouldn't have really made any difference.
All right, Gem not needing. Why is he on mirror, man? It's just so anxiety-inducing. I don't understand you're in the middle of quick swapping, but like, I'm gonna say, yeah, he already got his silvers that we saw from Mire. Big key chest. He has his also Ice Rod from Pendant Mire. He does not need to waste his time opening up any more checks. Now versus Skele though, we know that the Ice Rod is not here in Swamp, nor really anything else can really help him. But he, of course, doesn't know that. And so we're going to have to open everything up. Get a little bit of richer, at least in-game.
Yeah, no, Gem's the one getting a little richer out of game. Getting further in this bracket, closer to his prize pool money.
Yeah. Alright, using those silver arrows on Argus. Skele is going to have to just use the Fire Rod, which is not a big deal. Where did you get the half magic, by the way?
Compass Room of Swamp.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So this is we have magically somehow found our Ice Rod before the other major items that we have. So despite this being like an hour 12, I mean this was
It's a pretty slightly slow standard seed, I think. I think it'll finish out, like we'll be entering TR at like, or GT at like an hour 18.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, so
turn a rock.
like an hour 26, maybe finish 25.
Yeah, to kind of depending on where the big key is in the base. Yeah. Like, go mode Turtle Rock. That's in key sanity, as in like when you've brought all your keys with you. I think from like front to Trinex is something like 2.5 minutes ish, give or take. But here, because we still have to go get the big keys and the small keys. It's going to be a little bit longer. Now, of course, granted, we don't have to go outside and do like Mimic Cave and stuff like that, but we're still going to do like probably Roller Room and go out. I don't know if we're going to go outside, but there's going to be some still other things we're going to have to do that we can't just like completely skip.
You know who will have to do Mimic Cave though?
We will have to do Mimic Cave?
TD1 Celestial will.
Oh, oh no. Being in such a dark dungeon, you really want to see the celestial skies, right?
Yeah.
Just every once in a while. Even though I understand it's Dark World, but maybe there's not going to be any stars.
Well, Mimic Cave is not in the Dark
World. Oh, that's
true.
That's true. You're right.
We'll walk outside and use our mirror to see Redemption, and then actually not, because that's in Mire.
Yeah. Mire having the Ice Rod Pendant Mire is already pretty bad. Right, I mean, it's kind of like adding insult to injury here for Skele, because like there are also silvers here, and as you kind of said, like the fact that Gem kind of went in and did what he did, and got silvers first, is pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, having Mir plus Samaria go mode is much better than having Ice Rod go mode.
Yeah, so actually, so in this case, again, like if I would have picked Smith Chain, mirrorless Smith Chain first, I would have gotten my mirror, correct? And then I would have gotten Samaria, and then I would have never touched Meyer, and I would have been basically exactly in the same position that Skele's in.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, which is a lot more painful because the mirror does not only unlocks a handful of things, Samaria only unlocks a handful of things, but Ice Rod, it's like, yeah, it could be anywhere at this point.
Yeah.
At this point from Skele's perspective.
Yeah, I mean, probably we're going to TR soon.
Yeah, I can certainly very much understand this whole, like, let's just do Pyramid Fairy. This is going to be as close as we're going to get.
Yeah.
Along with K45. But yeah, how many times have we seen Ice Rod in Turtle Rock, Laser Bridge, Crystal Roller, whatever? This is, and it's very, or Skele will go straight to the Ice Rod. What do you think?
I don't understand. I mean,
but here we are. I mean,
it is too late, but...
Oh, we're going to do, oh, we have to do
checkerboard.
Okay, oh, okay. I got my hopes up for a little bit that he was actually going to dip Meyer, but maybe this is going to be a really quick checkerboard cave before we go.
We are on the flute. Fair enough, yep.
Okay.
We are now on the hook shot, and
we
we're
are
on
going to
the
Turtle
mountain,
Rock.
yep. So. Yeah.
Okay. I did not pay attention to the small keys in Turtle Rock, by the way. I'm assuming we're either okay or we're just willing to take the 3% hit.
We're on the 3% hit.
Okay, all right. I mean, I would say that overall, like, both Gem and Skele have played very well. Maybe outside of a few minor Colster hiccups here and there, but like execution has been fairly clean, and it kind of just came down to the different decisions that these guys end up making, and how well the game rewarded you for them.
Yeah.
Right?
So I mean, Skele's sort of where he lost his time was the decision to stay in Hera. Like Gem got an item and just said, I'm done.
Yeah, he scouted the item. He'd be like, I have 35 hearts already. Who needs that 36th?
Yeah. So Gem found one item and said, I'm done. I'm not going to get the small key, big key, which leads me up to the rest of the dungeon so I can get one more item. Skele did try and stay. He checked compass chest. It was compass. He checked boss. It was a map. And that's just a lot of time lost. And then the next time loss was going to do front of Skull Woods through his loop instead of ending in there. And ending in there actually meant that Gem didn't do the front of Skull Woods at all, and just ended in getting the boss.
Yeah, that is, I mean, there were a lot of things. Again, like, Gem's decision making, along with Skele's decision making, has been overall, like, you know, still very solid, right?
Yeah.
It's just, you know, like the game, though, doesn't have to put the last item in the big chest of Hera. It could have put the last item on Compass chest, and then Skele would have left a lot earlier.
Yeah.
And it could have been something good, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely many worlds where this goes Skele's way, like with the decisions that he made, but, oh, yeah.
Yep, yeah, that's Stalfos.
I already told Skele, yep, shoot the fire rod there.
Anytime when you can burn something, you should. No, what am I saying? No, I take my words back. You should not burn something unless you absolutely is necessary, and it can only be in a Dark World dungeon. Yep.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
That is what you were only supposed to do with the fire rod. Because I mean, they even give it to you only in Dark World, right?
Sometimes I've gotten it in Escape before, and then I don't see what I'm supposed to do except for use it in Escape.
Sometimes the game's not fair. All right. For those of we have obtained basically 10 crystals between Gem and Skele, especially on Gem's side. We just basically didn't beat Meyer boss, and then I guess we kind of shoot Hera. But here we are.
10 crystals.
10 crystals, yeah. You ever read this? If you read the sign, I guarantee you it says 10 crystals on there. But Gem's not gonna read the sign, so we're never really gonna know.
Okay.
Yeah. Only a couple more rooms, basement-ish ones left to go. No small key on the first check. We're looking for this big key. We are mirroring as soon as we find that thing because, again, we already have our silvers. We gotta get our tempered sword, Gem does not need anything else. Oh, nice poking RNG for Skele. Small key. Big key, we're out of here. Nice.
Yeah.
Stalfos room quick. Hopefully making up a little bit of time for the seed. Be like, we forced you to do all these things for so long. We couldn't even, let you in GT until 20 minutes later than you were supposed to. There's a backup. And
so I'm a proponent of going the laser bridge and then you do Mimic Cave after that.
Mm-hmm. Same amount of time, right? I think you timed it.
As what?
As like going to Mimic Cave first.
No. So that's for Big Key Chest. This is for this. If you're specifically in Ice Rod Go mode, you can get the big chest, go all the way to Laser Bridge, then mirror out of the dungeon and do Mimic Cave. You're in the light world. You're not going to be able to save your portal if it's not here. It's faster if it's not here. If it happens to be in Mimic Cave, it sucks. But if it's anywhere else, you're saving time.
It's true.
And if it's on Laser Cave, literally anywhere but Mimic Cave, it's faster. Mm-hmm. Like Laser Bridge, it's faster. Mire, in this case, it's faster because you just leave. In this case, Skele had entered the light world, did Mimic Cave, re-entered the dark world, and now he's going to have to exit the dungeon anyway, and then mirror again. So basically, we added 2 extra mirrors, is what this added, and like, what are the chances it's specifically in Mimic Cave versus the chance that you're, like, it's just not that likely to punish you. But we didn't do that.
Yeah. Can't believe Gem didn't make up for his desert redemption by getting yet another one cycle.
I can believe it.
Something, there's this is actual, like, a real tournament. I don't know actually how Gem would be feeling. Like, certainly that Pyramid Fairy.
I think it's the Ice Rod. It's
yeah,
gotta be feeling good.
I was gonna say, like, the Pyramid Fairy, I think, probably really rattled him a little. And then he went to Mire and got his Ice Rod of Silver, so it's like, I'm probably good, like, for this. But he did do an extra Eastern. But maybe that was also, like, still okay. Right, because Skele was also very likely to do that as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was Eastern or Mire as your options, and like, or Smith Chain. But like, he knows that had he chosen Smith, he actually just gets owned by that Samaria or by that Ice Rod.
Now, I was thinking, like, Skele, we have mitts. We can actually go into the Dark World, but he is checking the pedestal in order to see, in this case, if he actually needs to go and finish Mire. But we are kind of going towards, in this case, some last locationing for Skele.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Skele will get his Ice Rod before Gem finishes.
That looks promising. Ice Rod's pretty early. I don't see him doing Big Key. Like, well, actually, for Gem's Mire route, was that, like, more natural, question mark? Like, to do, like, left side first into right side?
So the thing about that is that because small keys can't be on left side, it's actually much more likely that items are there. And he already got the map, or he already got the compass. And I think he actually got the map as well from Spike Cave, or Spike Chest.
Right, okay.
So he knew it was a guaranteed item on Big Key Chest.
Oh, I see, okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious to see what Skele's going to do here. Because, I mean, there's a non-real chance that he will also miss silvers after he gets Ice Rod.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he actually does get his silvers first, given where Gem is, having beaten Agatu, and this fight is, like, I don't know, a little over a minute, something like that.
I think we're locked into either finding silvers or Ice Rod, and not both. So, that's nice.
Yeah. But still, this would be around, 125, assuming nothing goes terribly wrong on Ganon, which we have never seen anybody do terrible things on Ganon.
Yeah.
Okay, everything is fine. Don't worry. Can he save the one cycle here?
Yeah.
Okay. Because he got hit, but I guess he got the spin early. So. got the 1-1 gem. Silver's out. Gonna try and sneak in a couple arrows before the torches go out. All right, Skele is gearing towards compass chest. I think there's a compass in here.
Yes.
Yes, okay. And then, let's see where he goes. Will he? He will get his silvers.
Will he get his silvers, actually?
No, he will be on his way towards the silvers. I think he'll finish the cutscene, and then he won't be able to drop. Will he? Maybe question. No, I don't know. Never mind.
Yeah, he will be in the
Gem's
cutscene.
too fast. That's right. Yeah. All right. But that is a sword up for a gem. Top 16 brackets. Single elimination, but with this victory, he will have defeated TD1 Celestial in the 2025 SGL, but big GG's. Gem moving on to the round of 8. Gonna face the winner of Thalane and Gilgamesh, who I believe is playing actually. If they haven't started, they're gonna start soon. Okay, are we?
We're shifting over so they sit in the middle.
As in. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Hey.
No talking up there. Only talking down here. Welcome.
GG's.
GG. You put it on your head. It is a headset. GG's, guys. GG's.
What they need to. There. Oh, progression.
Yeah.
GG's. Yeah.
GG's.
So I don't know if your mics are on, but we're just gonna assume they are. It's fine.
Okay. All right. It's coming. All right. We're good.
Hello?
Hello. Yes.
Your
we
mics are on?
We can
Okay.
hear you guys now. Yes.
Yep.
So what do we think of the seed?
It sucks.
It sucked.
nice EDM hover seed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you can get your book and you skip Aga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Was
That's
there-
funny.
Access to a ferry?
Yeah, we had a magnet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a bottle. I was thinking about it because I was in Spectrock, but I really don't like hovering on these tables.
Yeah, it's,
They're so shaky.
it's really hard actually.
And also I'm not consistent at it. That was
Yeah.
the-
So yeah, that would have got you your book, which gets you your glove, and then you just go.
Yeah. Well, you go and then you cry because you still don't find the mirror and don't find the ice rod, and so
Yeah.
everything sucks.
Must be nice to have
Ice rod
Mir
first.
Samaria go mode as
Yeah,
opposed to
that was
Ice Rod go mode.
Yeah. I mean, things were pretty even. Like, the one maybe outstanding thing that UCLE did early was Gem left after Hera, after seeing the basement for a heart container, and you continued. So put you a little bit behind. But I mean, other than that, it's kind of a little bit like you do this first, and then you do this first. Oh, you went to Skull was first. You did the front before getting Fire Rod, so that was a little more time cost. But then, like, so Gem did Pyramid Fairy after Ice, which was,
I
you know,
did not do Pyramid Fairy.
he tried to do Pyramid Fairy after Ice. He lost the bomb.
Yeah,
And then
no.
he did Catfish.
And then he saved time.
And then for reasons he went to Meyer before doing Smith Chain or Mirrorless Smith Chain and got his Ice Rod and Silvers in there.
Yeah, I last
And
Silvers.
Silvers.
Oh my
you were on the way to Silvers. That
You're-
was in
you're
cutscene shows.
yeah.
Okay.
we were like, are you gonna get either before Gem finishes? And it was very close. So
You almost got one.
yeah,
Yeah.
So-
almost, yeah.
Gem, what did you... I was saying that you probably aren't going to go to Meyer because so much of it's probably Samaria locked.
so
Because
much.
left side.
So much.
So much.
The
because
silvers
of-
are Samaria locked.
Oh, because of Smokies, I guess.
Because there's always a
Yeah.
key on Vitreous.
Yeah, fair.
Always.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't actually think about that.
yeah.
I did think about Pyramid Fairy being Samaria locked, and that's why.
Okay, yeah, that's also...
I didn't feel great about it, then I lost the one. I was like, okay, whatever.
yeah. So there's a bunch of things that were Samaria locks. I'm like, oh yeah, probably not going to go. Okay, we're going to the Meyer. And then you pulled the Ice Rod. I'm like, well, that seems nice. But, I mean, yeah, with the Skullwoods and the Hera time, like, it was just sort of... the routes were pretty similar otherwise, and it was just like that time just never came back to Skele. There was no like, because the items were in such bad places. You guys were both playing pretty full cleary. It's just like, yeah, it just never. There was never a time to get that time back.
Yeah. I kind of figured that's how it was going. I was trying to metagame a little bit because I could see Jem drinking his water sometimes.
I was
trying to figure
wondering
out,
this
like,
too. I was like, is Jem giving something away? Because like you only drink water when you're like Aga or like Crystal Cutscene, you know, or something. And I was like, I wonder if Skele's watching.
Yeah.
And like seeing this case.
How close were we to Aga 1?
Very close, very close. As in,
Was he like 15 seconds ahead of me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
that's what I figured.
I don't drink water during
Yeah.
Yeah. But and then I also, when I was in TR with no ice rod, I was seeing a lot of people leaving, so I was like, all right, this is over.
Oh no.
But it's fine.
Oh,
That's just how Cash Boots is sometimes. It's whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, your light worlds were basically identical. I mean, like you were a little bit behind coming out of Escape, partially due to the lengthier map check that you did before you dropped in.
I did
Yeah,
4 total map checks.
Yeah, we caught 2 of them at least. One was before Escape, one was after Escape. So.
Yeah, I had some shambles in my last race. So I was like double checking both worlds to make sure I got all the pendants and crystals right.
Yeah, but really it was just kind of like some like major time. Yeah, as Telltale was saying, like just some major time chunks that you spent early, but in this case you were just never able to recoup.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that's just kind of how Casmus goes. But yeah, congratulations on making it this far. Brackets.
Yeah. Now I can do other stuff.
Now you can do Mystery PogChamp versus.
I actually have time for that now.
Yeah, that's right.
Mystery PogChamp semifinals, I think. Winner semifinals.
You're winners, right? Yes, you face you face Ninjembro.
Yeah.
Yeah, go catch them.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that right after
That's
this.
right. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Rick will be alright with
exactly.
giving up a stage again.
Yeah, but Jem, congratulations, you're moving on. I believe you're facing Thelaine or
Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh, that's right. Yeah. So and they're playing, I think now, right? So
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we can go.
Go say hi.
Go. Yeah, just go.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? How's the recede going right now? Yeah, I'm not sure what's next for the channel.
We will find out shortly.
Yeah.
Maybe nothing.
Some
maybe
variety of gaming, maybe.
We're
Okay.
finding out right now, I think. Right now, I think. Okay.
All right,
yeah.
Andy will be on this channel very shortly.
Yeah, we
Versus
have-
Craze Gamer and Super Metroid Map Rando.
Yes.
So, okay.
So
Stay tuned.
stay
Nice.
tuned. Stick around.
Yeah.
Into new worlds.
That's right. It's a new world. GG's, Jem. GG's. Skele. We definitely called you Skele the entire time. 100%.
Oh god, no, I'm scared.
That's right. That's right. No. That's
Yeah.
Right. That's right. All right. Okay. Well, yeah. We don't want to keep everyone setting up for the next race, but big GG's, and hopefully we'll get more Link to the Past randomizer races on later this afternoon.